and so that's been huge. But as we go into our first practices with coach, we're going to be learning a whole lot of stuff. Our offense, the nuances, the different reads that we do. So I think we'll have a lot of time to step in and help and be examples.
Last year the offense was awesome in a lot of moments. The defense, it took a long time and it was spotty. How do you preach defense to kids, high school kids that have the world by the tail right now and don't understand the intensity and the effort it's going to take?
Yeah, I think coming into college is kind of what everyone's preaching is you got to be able to guard, to be able to play, right? And so I think they know in their minds, but I think just also playing this last week has been great, playing pickup and kind of showing the intensity that there is, and it's tough, physical, and so I think they know what to expect, know it's going to be tough adjusting. There's a physical aspect that we have to adjust to, and so I think they see that coming. They just might not know exactly how it's going to be yet. Sorry, I got to sneeze.
So if you don't crush the conditioning tomorrow, the guys are going to wear you out on being old married man, soft, stuff like that's coming.
Yeah, well, we were told about the conditioning test at the beginning of summer, so I've been a little bit paranoid about. I get a little bit paranoid about that stuff. So I've been on my game conditioning wise coming in. So and that comes with being there, trying to be an example for people. I can't tell people to get in shape if I'm not in shape myself. So that's been a big emphasis for me.
Taking it back a little bit, in the time of the transfer portal, everyone's announcing whether they're staying or going. I believe you just tweeted, like, I'm not leaving. So just was there ever a moment where you were thinking, let me look at it, or was it always just Kentucky's the next step?
Well, I think there's a lot of different aspects to the game of basketball right now, and I've always been taught loyalty from my dad, but you're also taught to do what's best for you and your career. And so I was very prayerful about what I'm always thinking about what is God's plan for me, what's the bigger plan for me. And I loved my time here in Kentucky and through lots of prayer, and because you have to figure out what's best for you in your life and where you're supposed to be for purposes maybe greater than basketball. I believe there's purposes for being here that's greater than basketball, but I feel and I know that I'm supposed to be here. So I was pretty sure about that in the off season. So yeah.
Last year in preseason, this team was kind of a question mark, and now you guys are coming off an appearance in the Sweet 16. How is the mindset different just heading into the season and the preseason this year?
Yeah, well, I think we talk. Oftentimes you talk a lot about like what happened last year, what worked last year, and I think it was great for our experience. We have a few guys that played a lot last year coming back, but there's also I think we got a huge understanding of what we needed to better this year. And so, and also bringing someone in like Denzel, who is coming off a national championship. He knows obviously what worked, what was good for their team, and so I think that will be huge. Is leaning on that and also leaning on what we need to get better at. And I know the coaches are spending a lot of time figuring that out. So,
was there a point last year where you felt like the rust was completely gone?
I don't have like an exact moment in my mind or an exact time of when I felt like it came off, but it's just been a big emphasis for me is getting better every day, is becoming a better player every day. And so I felt like there's a lot that BBN didn't see in my journey of getting back and feeling comfortable, feeling confident. So there's a lot that went into that, but so I don't know if there's like an exact time of where I felt like, ooh, I'm playing to where I want to be right now. Because there's always more to improve on, and honestly, I feel like it's too far distant to remember how I really felt when I was in high school playing. So I don't know. I get questions all the time of, do you feel like you're back into your high school form, or do you feel like you're playing as good as you were in high school? honestly, I have no idea. I'm sure that I'm a whole lot better in a lot of aspects than I was, and I might be different in other aspects. And so I don't know how to really distinguish that.
You know, we talk a lot about how players get better, but can you speak to how you've watched Mark Pope grow in his role?
Yeah, well, one thing I'll say about Coach Pope is he's very humble to learning. He's not very prideful in his ways, and I think he knows that there's always ways to get better, and he's always wanting to learn, I think, and just from observing him, he's taking a lot from his assistant coaches. He's always talking about things that they bring up, things that they're teaching him as well. And so he has, I think, the same hunger as us to get better every day, to learn from the people around him. And so that's one thing I've noticed about Coach Pope is he's very willing to change.
I don't mean this sound kind of weird, but how does being married make you a better player, or maybe a better teammate, you think?
Well, I'm sure there's many things that I'll find out as the more time goes on. But what I will say is basketball, a lot of it is mental. There's a lot of mental aspects to the game and in your performance. And being around Hannah helps me a lot with that in kind of understanding what the focus of my life should be and staying grounded. And she helps me understand, because sometimes my life is basketball, right? And if I'm not playing well, I'm not feeling joy, or if I'm playing well, I'm feeling over the moon. And she helps me to where the way that I'm playing doesn't dictate the amount of joy that I'm feeling in my life. And so I do know that makes me a better person, but also my mental state better as a basketball player.
So she holds you accountable.
For sure. She's great at that.
It also sounds like something I could hear your coach talking about and preaching, that balance.
For sure. There is a balance, and there's like so many, we always talk about distractions, so many things that can take you away from your goals and what you want to do and distract you. But I think we're always trying to stay focused and minimize the distractions and towards our goal as a team.
Talking about basketball being mostly mental, where are you now mentally compared to like this day last year, your first day of practice, when you weren't ramped up totally and didn't really know what to expect from?
I feel like I know my environment a little bit better. I was coming in a little bit blind last year of what to expect. From just coming home as a missionary is kind of a whirlwind of life changing, as well as playing basketball for the first time, and then also playing basketball at an extremely high level. I didn't really know what to expect, how to go about it, whereas I feel like this year, off season, I know exactly what I'm supposed to be working on. I know what I can do. I have a lot of experience on the court for what I can do and things that I can get better at, and so I think I have a lot better of a vision of what I need to do. I think that's the biggest difference.
How's your wife handling your playing? Like maybe you get fouled too hard or something?
No, I don't think she worries too much about it. My mom, on the other hand, is different. She's sometimes a wreck in the games. Like sometimes I'll at least when I was in high school, I'd look up and try to find her. She was like pacing the stadium or in the bathroom because she couldn't watch. Hannah's she's much more calm, I would say, but no, she handles it very well.
I came in on the back end. Guys practice today yet, or is that coming up later?
Yeah, practice was this morning. We had kind of like skill groups, so we got up early, got up at it, and it was a good first day, kind of getting everybody acclimated to the system and stuff like that. So yeah, it was definitely a good day one.
What have the past 2-3 weeks been like since everybody kind of got on campus and getting to know everybody? What are your kind of early impressions of this group?
Yeah, the past couple of weeks, it's really just been a lot of team building. We've had a lot of off-the-court activities, stuff like that. We did a lot of testing, kind of get a baseline for everything. And then now this is the start of week one, so now it's ramping up. Early impression, I mean, I feel like it'll be just like last year. I think the BBN will fall in love with the new guys, especially. Coach Pover, again, excellent human beings once again. So that always makes it even better and more enjoyable to play with.
What's easier for you the second time through?
Definitely just kind of having a year under my belt. I mean, college basketball is in a whole world of its own. So it's nothing like high school basketball. So coming back to year 2, knowing what to expect, knowing how the coaching staff does it is definitely helps me out.
How much harder or different was college than high school compared to what you kind of thought it might be like once you got here?
Yeah, to be honest, I had no idea what to expect. I mean, it's completely brand new to me last year. So now, I mean, I kind of know how practices are structured, how things go, how the season works into more detail, like when official practice starts and stuff like that. So I think little things like that, it's a good thing to know.
I don't know, but she rattled off some.
Were there like butterflies? There might be butterflies every year, but were there more last season going into the first day of practice, and like you said, not knowing like really how anything would work? Is there nervousness, I guess?
I mean, I wouldn't say nervousness. I would just say it's kind of still surreal to me that I get to wake up and put on Kentucky. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, growing up watching it, and now I'm here, and I've been here over 365 days, and it still feels like the very first time I put it on. So it's special. It's like magic for real.
How much stronger are you now? You look bigger.
I don't know. Hopefully, hopefully I got a little stronger over the off season.
No, compared to what you were lifting when you walked on campus.
I don't know. I haven't done a bench press test or anything like that. It's measured so different now. There's so many different ways that you can measure strength, like your force, your input, your output, stuff like that. It's kind of hard to just pinpoint one number.
Is it a case that when you go back home, people are like, whoa?
I don't know. I mean, it happened a little bit, but I guess just keep on adding muscle for sure.
When the season ended, when you were having conversations with Coach, what were some of the things they really wanted you to maybe tap into this offseason and improve on?
Yeah, I mean, definitely getting stronger. That was one of the biggest emphasis. Looking to improve my game on both ends of the floor, trying to put the ball on the deck more and creating for others.
When you talk about getting stronger, one of the guys that probably was a good test for that last season, Modi Bate.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's over on your side. Did he give you a good measuring stick at times when you kind of bumped into him in those 3 games?
Oh yeah, no, I'm definitely glad he's on our side now. I would not want to run into him, that's for sure. Yeah, I mean, we have so many guys that you can learn from, especially off last year's team, and then the guys coming in this year. I mean, these guys have started at a high level, so I mean, you can even pick their brains, even though I've played a year. I still have so much more to learn, so just sitting around talking with them, gathering more information.
Did you have a prior relationship with Reese at all?
We are kind of just basketball mutuals from the state of Kentucky. I feel like, I mean, you play them so much in camps, summer games, high school. You know them, and I mean, you have the casual small talk, but we weren't super close. But in this past week, I mean, we've had so many team building things. I've got to know him really well.
How surprised team building things you've been doing?
Well, we've been watching the finals, stuff like that. Just kind of kicking in the lodge, playing ping pong, stuff like that. The team camps, or not the team camps, but the father-daughter camps and the father-son camps are really cool because that's kind of your first experience, and you get to play 2-on-2 with 2 dads, and you just kind of get to just mess around, joke around with the team. So that's an important piece for us.
How surprised or what was your reaction to Travis deciding to leave?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely stung. I mean, I did everything I could to keep him here. He was one of my good friends, and he's an excellent player. But at the end of the day, you got to do what's best for you, and that's what he thought was best for him. So I love him and I wish him the best. Not looking forward to playing him, that's for sure.
Y'all were roommates, right?
We were.
Was that like an ongoing conversation? Like, did you know he was contemplating that, or did you find out via social media or some other way?
No, I mean, we definitely talked. I mean, we're both freshmen, and we lean on each other for little things. And I mean, that's just how it goes in this day and age of college basketball. I mean, you just try to put yourself in the best position, and he thought Ole Miss was the best position. So I hope he has a great year.
How far in advance did you find out? Like, did you find out with everyone else, or did he give you a heads up, like, hey man, I'm gonna put my name in yours? Because we found out obviously the day of before it's closing.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I mean, we talked here and there. I knew he was considering it. He let, I mean, he let the whole team know like before it went public and stuff like that. I mean, just keeping us in the loop so I didn't have to find out on social media. But yeah, that's kind of how it went down.
Thought of leaving ever cross your mind?
No, no. This is the greatest place on earth, and I love Coach Pope's vision for me, and he sees kind of the same path that I see. So that's what we're looking to do this year, and on the way, win number 9.
What is the short term for his vision for you?